So guys, I want to make this video because I do want to talk about Etika and what happened recently. If everyone doesn't know, everyone should know at this point. Etika has committed suicide after suffering from mental health issues, and we found out yesterday, to be honest, that Etika had passed away after he went missing a couple of days ago. I'm not too sure when he went missing, but I was keeping up with it, and then yesterday we heard the news that he had unfortunately passed away, and a lot of people are pretty sad about this, and a lot of people on Twitter, social media have been paying their respects, and I think it's fair of me to say my respects as well. I never knew Etika, to be honest. I probably would have never had the chance to meet him. I don't know how I would have met him, to be honest. I stay in the UK for like how long, so I don't think he ever came to the UK, so I would have never actually met the guy. But from what people have been saying of how they knew him or how they were friends with him, Etika was a pretty chill guy, and he was a amazing content creator on YouTube and Twitch. He always used to bring laughs to everyone's faces with his funny reaction videos, especially for Smash Bros. Reactions. Like, I laughed a lot at Etika's videos, and I may have not watched him often, but the times that I did see like his reaction videos, especially the one on Inkling for Smash Ultimate, because I remember that was some of the first stuff we were getting for the game, and Etika obviously reacted, and yeah, that was funny. Like, Etika was an entertainer, and he did a good job of it. Now, this is gonna be like any other video that more YouTubers are gonna make right now that are way more popular than me. But I don't care about the views. I want to talk about the mental health problems and the implications behind it, and like why everyone should just take it seriously because it's not a joke. It really isn't, and I just want to talk about it. And yeah, just mental health. This is the thing that drove Etika to do what he did, to be honest, because uh, if he was not mentally ill, then he would have no reason to kill himself. But as you can see, he was not feeling well. He had a breakdown, mental breakdown around November. And the thing is that is just really sad and pitiful from people is that they were mocking Etika. And like when I heard he had a mental breakdown, I know suffering from like problems of like mental health issues, and like just not to the extent of Etika's, of course, but like any mental health problem, no matter how little it is significant. It's very significant because it will lead on. It will keep getting bigger and bigger, and you need to make sure it doesn't get bigger and bigger because we don't want more people ending up in Etika's situation where you feel like suicide is the option, and suicide is never the option. So essentially, after his breakdown, people on social media would think that he's attention seeking and what do you call it? He's just doing it for views and whatnot. But like, you have to really think about it like logically and just use a bit of your brain cells just for a moment. Why would Etika want to do it for attention? Why would Etika want to do it for views? He already had a really big following before his death. There's no reason for him to attention seek at all. It's not like he's on 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. He was in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He had no reason to do any of it. And obviously, like I meant, like, and people would think, it's not gonna happen again. Etika's just joking around, but a mental breakdown is very significant, and I don't think anyone really understood the implication of his actions. Some people even admit that they thought he was joking. At this point, why would you think he was joking? He's not going to be joking about this shit. Mental health is no joke, and the fact that the internet and people just abused him for having a mental breakdown, they pushed him to the edge, and it's not fair. It really isn't. And all these people that are talking about suicide prevention charities and mental health charities as well, they're going to donate money. Isn't don't you think it's a little too late to do that? And I'm not saying don't do at all. That you should always try and donate money to charities, no matter what charity is, mental health and suicide prevention included. But now you think is a good time to start saying it the moment he dies. Why not saying you think, wow, he was having this problem in the first place? But no, people are too busy making memes out of Etika, and I'm here to do tribute to Etika because he deserves that. He has done a great service for YouTube and Twitch, making really good content. As you can see, my background, I changed my background to be E because I didn't know what to put on as like the video for this background. So I was like, let me just record my desktop with the Etika with the Etika logo on it because he deserves that respect. Now, I want to move. Like, this video is not gonna have any organization at all. It's just my thoughts that come into my head straight away. But the thing is that I really, really want to talk about is mental health problems. And the thing is, like, mental health, please, please, please take it seriously. If someone is telling you that they're having a breakdown, they ain't feeling too good about themselves, they're in a low place, trust me, please help them out. We don't want more people killing themselves. Like, please, like, suicide is not cool. And the only reason why they think suicide is the only option is because they have no other options to do. Like, they're finished and they feel like they've done all they can, and suicide is the only option. Please tell them suicide's not the only option. Please tell them to look for help. Help them yourself if you need to, because I know how it is. Like, I've never had suicidal thoughts, because I won't lie to you guys straight up. I don't want to die. I'm scared of death, so I really don't want to kill myself. And I don't think even if I got to the stage of Etika's stage where I just really think no one's with me and the odds are against me and like it's just not ending up well, I'll never take my life as an option. And that's just me. Other people are different from me. We are all different. We are human beings. We are not one of us are the same. So yeah, but I've suffered from mental health in the past, and it just saddens me to see a victim of mental health just because of social media. And social media is toxic, very, very toxic. And I believe that my problems with mental health not only come from social media, but also from real life as well. You need people supporting you. Like, Etika was constantly abused after his mental breakdown, being called a clown, all sorts of things, just because people thought he was joking, he was doing it for attention. He was not doing it for attention. And in terms of me, like, I never had much support online either, or in real life. Like, I have friends, but like the negativity was just too much. It was just really too much, and it would get me down a lot. I used to just be depressed with everything. To be honest, I couldn't be motivated to do anything. I was constantly upset every day. I was just not feeling down. I was just a negative ball of negativity. And the thing is, you need positivity in your life. Like, life's not always going to be smooth, and I'm telling you that now. Life is never always going to be smooth. If your life was that smooth, then it's not life at that point. You are living a fantasy, because that is not real life. Real life is going to have ups, really high ups, and really low downs. Okay, and Etika was at a really low down up to his death. Okay, and I know people tried to help him out, and I'm not saying no one tried to help Etika out. Of course, people were trying to help out Etika. No one wanted to see their family member or friend die, or like think suicidal thoughts, or like just be in a dark place. People wanted to help Etika, his friends, everyone. People like Poker Aim Zero, introspective, just naming a couple of names of people that tried to contact Etika to help him out, but to no avail. Could actually get in contact with him, because he did push people out. And when you are like feeling depressed or like just having really like bad problems, you do want to push people out. I've experienced that before. Like, I didn't want to speak to anyone, I didn't want to do anything, I just wanted to be on my own, because I thought I had no allies, I had no one to help me out. And that's what Etika was probably feeling before he died. He felt that no one was there helping for him. And the thing is about Etika, he felt that he had a legacy to live up to. He felt like he let a lot of people down. And no, Etika, you did not let anyone down. You are an amazing person to the people that knew you. You are an amazing person on social media, YouTube and Twitch. People will always think positively of you, Etika, no matter what you've done in the past. Because you've learned from your mistakes. You've acknowledged your mistakes. In that last video that you made, I watched that video, and I really hope more people watched it. And it's a shame that YouTube took it down, because I've had to watch re-uploads of that video. But I watched that video, and you acknowledge that you've made mistakes in your life, and that's the good thing. Anyone will love someone or like someone that has made mistakes and they own up to those mistakes, and you did perfectly that, Etika. You have not let anyone down. Please, it's too late to be saying that you didn't let anyone down, because you're not here to hear that like in person, that you didn't let anyone down. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because like Etika really felt a lot of pressure on him. He thought that like he was just like not being the best he could be, and like he did a lot of dumb shit, and I'm just like, that's life, you know. Like you do a lot of dumb shit and you own up to it, but like he just felt that he had no allies, and it's just sad to hear that, to be honest. And social media, again, as I've stated a couple of minutes ago, social media is toxic, and it really, and even Etika in his video was saying social media warps your sense of reality, and it like really like underlines, he didn't say it, I'm not like paraphrasing, but the general idea of what he's trying to say is that social media like just gives you a inverted look on reality, and like things aren't as it seems with social media. And like don't get hooked up on social media, honestly. Like it's just internet. If you think about it, I know people get abused on social media all the time. Cyberbullying is not a good thing in the slightest. Like I've never had any problems with cyberbullying at all. Not like to a massive extent that Etika did due to his like massive following and the amount of people that knew him. Like again, I'm a nobody, so no one's gonna really be, not thousands and hundreds of thousands of people are gonna be flaming me because I'm irrelevant on the internet, and that is the whole truth. But Etika was a relevant person on the internet. People knew who he was. So when he was getting abused, like you could say at the end of the day, don't listen to them. It's just people behind the screen. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just messing around. But it really does have a really massive impact on people. It doesn't matter if it's someone behind the screen. There's still harmful and hurtful words that you just don't want to see. It attacks that positivity that you're always trying to keep yourself on. Always keep positive, guys. And I know right now, even I'm struggling to do this, and like it's always for me, like I find it very hard to stay positive, like just try not to act depressed, and I'm just like the I try and find motivation in my life to do things that I want to do. Like I want to make my own games, and I've been I've been writing a plot to one of the games that I actually want to develop, and that's been like pushing me recently. Like I've been doing it more and more now because that's the only thing I can find, like being motivated to do. Like after the Smogon thing, I was just very upset about that, and it just made me lose the motivation. I was so motivated to play PU, yet I just get a L thrown at me when I try and contribute, and it was just very sad because I thought Showdown was like my place. It was like online, and like I thought I had like friends, but I on the site, and I'm not saying I have no friends on the site. There's really cool users like PTF, Shuckle, Specs, Jigglypuff, Task. I could name a couple more, but like people, some other users that I thought that were cool with clearly don't wanna like back me when I'm in a situation. And this is the problem that I was saying. Social media is toxic. It consumes you. I was so consumed on Smogon by like the people and like getting closer. Like if you speak to like people on a regular basis online, and you become more used to like speaking to them, and you become more friendly, and like you could say you're friends on the thing, but like you don't have that real life connection. Like on the social media, you could easily disconnect from someone with a click of a button. Just click block, and you never speak to that person ever again. Never ever again. And that's the thing. And like real life is harder to do that because there's just more genuine connections. You actually know who you're speaking to. On the internet, it could be any single person on the internet you could be speaking to, and once things go south, you just hit the block, and like it's just very stressful, and you just get consumed in that. And I admit I found myself getting consumed on Smogon and the internet, and like just social media in general. And like I'm counting Smogon Showdown social media because that's the place where people gather and like discuss things. At that point, it is a social media. I won't lie. Showdown is not a Twitter or Facebook or whatever. It's not YouTube, but it does count as a social media, and I was getting consumed in it. And like this leads on to like the point I was talking about Etika being consumed, and like he thought he was letting people down, but he wasn't letting people down. And yeah, I don't want to keep this video too long, but I just wanted to, what do you call it? Pay my respects for Etika, because he's a man that I respect now, and a lot more people are gonna respect him post mortem, and yeah, just for seeing how good he was, and he fought a good fight. Like, it is very hard to fight mental illness, especially to the extent of Etika's mental illness. It must have been very hard on him, and he was suffering a lot, and he's finally at peace now. So, uh, yeah, he can rest easy now, and yeah, we can. But the people that Etika might have left us, but the people left here on this planet, we have to make a change. We have to try and do something. I don't want Etika's death to be mourned for about a couple of weeks and then we move on. We have to make some change, like. But the problem is, it's just so fucking annoying because humans aren't willing to change. Humans are very stubborn and disgusting species. We aren't willing to change anything, whether it's to do with mental illness, politics, environment, and like, I know I'm like bringing everything that's wrong with this world into this video, which I'm trying not to do, but it's just so hard for people to change because no one's willing to do anything. And like, people are saying, yeah, yeah, we're gonna try and like make mental illness more, like make people more aware, but you're still gonna have those idiots that still flame people online all the time. We can't stop toxicity, and it really annoys me because toxicity is what killed Etika. Okay, what drove to kill him, and like, I have to say with a straight face, it's not going to stop. No matter how much we say that we're gonna try and reduce it, we're still gonna have idiots that flame and think it's funny to do it. And no matter what we tell them, there's just gonna be internet trolls all the time. And I just don't know, man. Like, it's just very stressful, like, for me to think about this stuff. And like, this like type of stuff is what makes people depressed. Like, you see how shitty our world is. You see how shitty people can be, and like, it's perfectly understandable to understand why people get depressed and think that the world is life isn't worth living because you have this much shit going on in the world. But to end this video on a slightly more positive note, let's, if you guys can, or just whatever, try and like, I think some YouTubers are like setting up some, like, like donate to charity thing. Like, I can't really set up anything like that because I just don't have the capabilities or the tools to do so. But please, if you see something to do with Etika that's like donating money, or like, just go on Twitter and Keemstar's doing some shit, and yeah, just try and donate money to charities, mental health charities, so we can help them. Because Etika did not get enough help to, become better, and we need to prevent stuff like this. So, prevent people from doing suicide. Donate charity so these people have enough resources and people to help others that are suffering the same as Etika are right now, and to prevent any more deaths from happening. Also, let's try and get Etika to get buried at the YouTube headquarters with these tombstone bitch niggas and anime titties playing at his funeral. Please, we need to let Etika's last wishes be heard. And at first I was just like, are people actually gonna do this? But as he's died and as he was actually serious about being buried at YouTube headquarters and his tombstone saying bitch niggas, we have to do it. I think there was a petition going on change.org saying what do you call it, fund for Etika's thing. So if I can find the link to that, because I did sign it, I will put in the link in the description, and so you guys can do that as well. Because if this actually happens, you know how amazing it would be just for Etika's last wishes to be heard. I think he deserves it. He deserves it after all the hardships he's been through. So I thank you guys for watching this video, and leave a like if you agree with what I said, to be honest, and like, just pay your respects down in the comments if you loved Etika's content and you just want to pay your respects to such an amazing content creator. But yeah, I'll see you guys whenever in it. So yeah, see you guys later.